Once upon a time, in a small dusty village, surrounded by lush green hills and whispering streams, there lived a woman named Nkem. She was known for her tireless energy, a woman who braved the sun and the rain to provide for her only daughter, Ada. Nkem was a widow at a young age, and raising Ada alone became her sole mission in life. Nkem had no family to rely on, so she did what she could to survive. She farmed the small plot of land her husband left her, growing yams, cassava, and vegetables. She wove baskets and mats to sell at the village market. Her days were long, her hands always tired, and her feet blistered from walking miles under the sun. Yet, she feels happy every day, doing it for her only child. Life had not been kind to Nkem. Her husband, Chijoke, had died when Ada was just a baby, leaving her to raise the child alone. Ada was a bright child, quick to learn and full of dreams. One evening, as they ate roasted yam by the fireside, Ada called out to her mother, Nkem. She called, "Mama, why do you have to work so hard every day?" "For you, my daughter, for you, my Ada," Nkem replied, smiling despite her exhaustions. "I want you to go to school and become someone important in life. I want you to have a good life that I couldn't have." Ada, with her innocent eyes, nodded. "When I grow up, Mama, I will become a doctor. I will take care of you, and you will never have to work again. I promise, Mama." Nkem's heart swelled with pride. "That is all I ask, my Ada. Just don't forget your promises. And don't forget your mother. You know I love you." Ada was a bright girl, and her teachers often praised her. When she completed primary school, her teacher, Mr. Eze, called Nkem aside one afternoon after class. "Nkem," he began, "Ada is one of the smartest children I have ever taught in this school. She has potentials. You have to try everything you can so that she will go to secondary school." Nkem's face fell. "But the fees, Mr. Eze, how will I afford the fees? It's very expensive." Mr. Eze placed a hand on her shoulder. "I know it's hard, but think of Ada's future. She could be the pride of this village one day." That night, Nkem couldn't sleep. She stared at the roof of their small house, thinking about what she could do. The next morning, she made her decision. She sold the small piece of land her husband had left her. The land that has been everything to her. The land that has been her security. When she handed Ada the admission letter, Ada's eyes sparkled. "Mama, thank you. Thank you so much, Mama. I will finally go to secondary school. Don't worry, Mama. I will make you very proud." "I know you will, my daughter," Nkem replied, though her heart ached. at what she had to give up. Years passed and Ada excelled in school. She was always at the top of her class, winning prizes and earning the admiration of her teachers. When it was time for university, she earned a scholarship to a prestigious school in the city. Nkem couldn't have been prouder. She gathered the entire village to celebrate. People clapped and danced as Ada promised. I will never forget where I come from. I will always remember Mama. But city life was nothing like the village. Ada was so overwhelmed by the tall buildings, fast cars, and the way people dress and spoke. Her new friends laughed at her simple clothes and the way she pronounced certain words. One day, her roommate, Kemi, asked, Ada, where are you from again? She asked with her eyes open. A village, of course, Ada said softly and embarrassed. Kemi laughed. I knew it. You sound so local. Gosh. Ada's face burned with shame. From that day on, something changed inside her. She worked hard to change herself. She bought new clothes, straightening her hair, and practiced speaking like her city friends. When Nkem called Ada, Ada often ignores the calls, feeling that her mother's way is now different and her mother's story didn't fit her new life anymore. One fateful day, Nkem decided to visit Ada unannounced. She had sold more baskets to gather enough money for the trip, carrying a basket of yam and vegetables as a gift. She arrived at Ada's university dorm. Ada, she called out, smiling broadly. When her daughter opens the door, Ada froze. Her friends were in the room, laughing and shouting. All eyes turned to Nkem, dressed in her worn wrapper and slippers, holding her basket of food items. Who is this? Oge, one of Ada's roommates, asked, smirking. My mother, Ada said, stammering hesitantly. Nkem stepped forward, her smile flattering. Hi, nwanyi ọma, nwa m ọma. Hey, I brought you some food from the village. I hope you will like them. Kemi said, whispered loudly. She looks so villagey. Ha 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 ha. Oge laughed. Ada's face flushed with embarrassment. But Mama, you shouldn't have come here, she said, pulling her mother aside. But Adamu, I miss you, Nkem replied. You haven't come home for so long now, and you hardly pick my calls. That is because I am busy, Mama, Ada snapped. And you coming here like this? It's not appropriate, Mama. You are embarrassing me. Nkem's heart broken. Ada, me coming to visit my only daughter is embarrassment? I have missed you, my daughter. I just came to see your face, and you call that embarrassment? Immediately, she turned and left without another word, tears streaming down her face. Time passed and Ada graduated, landing a high-paying job in the city. She lived in a very beautiful apartment and drove a sleek car. But she never, for once, called or visited her mother in the village. Meanwhile, Nkem's health began to fail. The years of hard labor had taken their tolls. One day, she collapsed in her room. A neighbor, Mama Nkechi, rushed her to the hospital. She needs treatment, the doctor said to Mama Nkechi after examining Nkem's health. And she needs the treatment urgently. It's expensive too. You have to deposit some money before the treatment will commence. Mama Nkechi's eyes widely open. After that, the doctor left. Mama Nkechi called Ada. Ada, she said on the phone, your mother is very ill, and the doctor said she needs urgent treatment. And we have to deposit some money before they commence treatment on her. Ada signed. I am in the middle of something, she said quickly. I will send money, or maybe I will just call you back later. Bye. Immediately, she cut the call. She never did call or even send money for her mother's treatment. Weeks later, word reached Ada that her mother had died. Overcome with guilt, she returned to the village for the funeral. The villagers avoided her, their faces filled with scorn. What is she doing here? What is she even doing here? Evil child, you abandoned your mother, one whispered. And she's here crying. Why is she even crying? She forgot the woman who gave her everything, another one said. Ada knelt by her mother's grave, her tears soaking the dry earth. Mama, I am so sorry. I was wrong. I thought I was building a better life. But I forgot you were the reason for it all. I broke my promises I made to you. I am sorry. Please forgive me, Mama. Ada cried, but the grave was silent. Ada spent years trying to make amends. She built a school in her mother's name and supported other struggling mothers. Yet, the emptiness remained. Her story became a cautionary tale in the village. A reminder to never forget the sacrifices of those who loved you the most, and most especially the sacrifices of a mother. This is the end of my story. So guys, before I go today, I want to just drop a quick word. Please, I want you to reflect today on the kind of relationship you have with your mother. Think if it is good enough, because where they are going is closer. Don't forget that mothers are precious, mothers are priceless, and mothers are supreme. You can never buy mother. You can never have another mother. Please, don't forget to subscribe on this channel. Please, share my videos like, and also comment your opinion on the comment section. Bye, and see you in my next one.